Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my currencies video. And in this video, I'll be comparing some other currencies like the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, and I also got a 5 New Zealand dollar bill and a 5 Australian dollar bill, which I'm going to show you right now. This is the 5 New Zealand dollar bill, and this is the reverse. I'm not sure how much this is worth in British pounds though, but it won't be worth much. The Australian dollar, Canadian dollar and US dollar, and of course British pound are all worth more than New Zealand dollars, but New Zealand dollars and Australian dollars are both worth similar. And this is the 5 Aussie notes. It's got our Queen on the front of it, Queen Elizabeth II, who's now no longer with us, and this is reversed. It's got this famous building in Australia on the back of it, which is fascinating. And here's the 5 Canadian dollar bill. And this is some Canadian Prime Minister on the front of it. So you can see his name underneath there. Let's see what his name is. Sir Wilfrid Laurier, Canadian Prime Minister, 1896 to 1911. And the 20 Canadian dollar bill, which I don't have, also has our Queen on it. Well, who was our Queen. And all 3 of these banknotes. And this is another Scottish banknote I got. And also the British pounds, they're all made out of plastic, while all the American money is made out of paper still. And the US government have no plans to convert into polymer like so many countries. Let's have a look here. America has most of the ones in bills, and here's the reverse, while Canada has the ones in coins, and here's the one Canadian dollar coin, got Queen Elizabeth on the front of it, and reverse is, I think it's a goose, and this is called a loonie. And here's a Canadian $2 coin called a toonie. I got this one from eBay. And the US dollar is worth more than the Canadian dollar. As of making this video, one US dollar is worth $1.45. Let me see if I can make that with coins. No, I can't make it with coins. $1.45 Canadian, and 1 Canadian dollar is worth about 70 cents American. And because of Donald Trump's tariffs on steel and aluminum in Canada and Mexico, the Canadian dollar and the Mexican peso have gone down in value compared with the US dollar. And also the coins in both countries. Here's an American penny, and here's a Canadian penny. Canada discontinued the penny back in 2012, so now the lowest coin is the Canadian nickel. Let me see where I can find this. Ah, crap, oh yeah, I haven't got any with me. But the coins I do have, I've got this Canadian dime and this American dime. Both worth 10 cents in the currencies. And on the front it's got Queen Elizabeth on it. And on the Canadian dime. On the American dime it's got World War II President Dwight D. Eisenhower on the front. All the Canadian banknotes, apart from the 20, I've got Prime Ministers on them. Like all the American bills, I've got presidents on them, apart from the 10 and the 50. The $10 bill has got Alexander Hamilton on it, who is, I think he was the founder, the first US Secretary of the Treasury, which is on the back of the $10 bill. And here's the difference. $10 bill from the 90s and $10 bill now. Same person, just his head small in a circle. And this bill here was printed in New York when my dad got in change. Here's the old $5 bill from the 2000s on the one now. And all the American bills and all the Canadian bills are all the same size, as you can plainly see here. And all the Canadian bills are the same size as well, but Canada's bills are a bit bigger than America's. Not by much though, but a little bit. Like an inch taller. Not much in it though. Still the same size, like rectangularly. And Britain used to have £1 notes before we switched to £1 coins, and this was in the 80s. This is a £1 note. I think it's from either 1980 or 1981. I know it's from the early 80s. Queen Elizabeth on the front when she was younger from that era. And on the back is Sir Isaac Newton, the man who discovered gravity. And I bought this £1 note and this old £5 note when we still had paper from eBay. And that's the old £5 note in reverse compared to the current £5 note, which has got our Queen obviously in both of them, but on the reverse of this one, it's World War II Prime Minister Winston Churchill, while on the back of the old paper £5 notes, what I had when I was in college and school, is this woman here. I'm not sure who she is. She was alive from 1780 to 1845. And yeah, I put it in plastic here because obviously it's made of paper. I don't want to crease it too much. So I still kept it in there like my other bills. And let's compare some more of the American and Canadian coins. This is an American quarter. As you can plainly see, it's got George Washington, the first president, on it. And we flip it over, it's got the bald eagle on the reverse. And this is the Canadian quarter. It's got the Queen on the front of it. And on the reverse, it's a deer. And they're both worth 25 cents in the currencies. I've got another penny. This is another old American penny from 1930. Speaking of pennies, New Zealand and Australia discontinued the penny back in the 90s, and America wants to do the same with their penny because it costs more to produce than to print. And I also got some US dollar coins. Here's a dollar coin I got in the subway when I was in New York when I was 19. It's got the bald eagle on the front of it. On the back of it, it's this woman. I think she's a Native American. And this is another dollar coin I got in change at the subway. Bald eagle on the front, and on the back, I think it's a Native American woman. And I bought this one from eBay. It's a $1 coin, and it's usually the quarter and then the dollar bill in their currency. And here's the front of it. Got President John F. Kennedy on the front. It's from 1976. And on the reverse is Independence Hall, which is also on the back of the $100 bill. But obviously I don't have any hundreds with me. And I also got this dollar coin since primary school. Or you Americans and Canadians say elementary school. And it's got Ike Eisenhower on the front. Let me take it out of here. On the front, and the Liberty Bell on the moon on the back. And $5 Canadian is worth about $3.53 or 58 cents American, and $5 US is worth over $7 Canadian.